Hello everyone. Hope you all are having a fabulous evening. All right, let me get me on my iPad here so I know that I am actually live. Yes, I am. All right. So if you jump on, please say hi so I can say hi back to you. Let me know if you have any questions. My name is Amanda Bach from Bachstar Stamping, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. And I've been messing around with some new products, and I just wanted to come on here and show you them. So this is the July host code in case you want to place an order at stampinup.com and your order is under $150. Make sure you enter this if they ask you for a host code. If your order is over $150, you get all the host code benefits. All right, most of the products I'm going to be using tonight are from the annual catalog, but I just want to point out the Designer Series paper sale that is going on. Hey, Betty! The Designer Series paper sale that is going on through August 2nd. Selected papers from the annual catalog are on sale. Basically, a lot of them, except for the specialties. So you've got Beauty of the Earth, Bloom Where You're Planted, Hand Penned. I'm on page 132 now. In Good Taste, In the Wild, Pansy Petals, Sweet Symmetry, Tidings of Christmas, and one more on the next page, You're a Peach. Okay, so I'm going to be using a product tonight on one of my cards that is on page 135. It literally gets the least amount of page time on this page. Can you look and see which product you can barely see? Yep, this one right here. That little one right there. So those are gold foil sheets. And a couple of my cards we're going to be using that. So in case you're wondering where the gold foil sheets are, you probably could have missed it. But they are right there on page 135. Okay. Ooh, let me find them. In the dies section, on page 163, is a product that I showed you earlier, the Layering Diorama dies. And they are a standalone product, meaning they don't have a stamp set to pair with them, which leaves you all kinds of endless possibilities. So they look like that. There's 7 of them. And in today's projects, we're going to be using the smallest 3 for the projects that I've come up with. Now, it says here, see these dies in use on page 12. So let me go to page 12. And I am sorry about the airplane noise. In the last 10 minutes, there is all kinds of airplane noise. I'm going to guess that we live out near cornfields or bean fields. I'm going to guess that someone is spraying their crops. So sorry if you hear an airplane. It just started. Okay, so on page 12 of the catalog, you can see diorama dies being used here in this card right here. Okay, and yes, this is an amazing stamp set to use with it, and I imagine I'm going to make a card similar to this, but not tonight. I'm going to give you a preview. Here we go. Ooh, which one should I pick? I'll pick the first one I made. Okay, so I used the Pansy Petals paper and the diorama dies and the in-colored gems and some evening evergreen ribbon, and I layered it on the polished pink. And sorry, there's a dog here. Okay, so that is what we're doing tonight. And you know what? I was just trying to get a bunch of them made, so I didn't even do the insides yet, but they're all going to look similar-ish, and I want to just show you the difference that a paper and a color can make. So that's one example. So let's go ahead and make one. So to start with, you're going to need your basic card base of 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now, do you have to score? No. I find it makes it easier for me to fold, so I generally score. Okay, then you're going to take your second to smallest diorama die, and we are going to use the Pattern Play paper. No, I'm sorry. Pattern Party paper, which is on 171. What? Yeah, let's talk about that. It's a host. It's a host product. And host product means if you host a party or if your personal order is over $150, you can choose things from these 2 pages as a host only product. This is a ginormous pack of paper, 48 sheets. Wow. Yeah, it is awesome. So we're going to be using some of the black and white sides. So let me show you this one. For example, on one side of the paper is colored patterns and the other side is black and white. So I thought we would be using the black and white tonight. So we're going to use that one. Then the black glimmer paper is back. It's in the August to December mini catalog. I love it. I love it. So I use the smallest diorama die. So how did I get them to line up? So here's what I did first, okay? I put them like this. And then I put the smallest diorama die and die cut it. Then I took this one off and I took the next biggest one and made it somewhat evenish. And then cut using the second. Does that make sense? Here, let me show you again. I'll actually get the dies out. So at first, when I put it through my embossing cutting machine, here's what I did first. I did the small one because I wanted it to line up. I wanted to see where it was. I did that. So that way it went through both pieces of paper. Then I took that off, this, and then, so there was a small hole there, right? So then I put this around it so I could get it somewhat even. Die cut that 5 different ways, and that's the best way I found. Okay. All right, let's see. All right. Hey, Kathy. All right, so that's gonna go like that. All right, so we're gonna get a piece of basic white, just a scrap of basic white. And for this card, I thought I would use the Hello from Artistically Inked, which is on page 96 in the annual catalog. And we're just going to stamp it in the Momento Tuxedo Black ink. Okay, so I've already put it on a block. Hello. Ooh, and I have a piece of glitter there. Ooh. Okay. Get it nice and inky and put it in the center-ish of this piece of paper. It does not matter exactly. That will do. And again, this is just a scrap big enough to fit, you know, like that. So I don't even know what it is. It's just big enough. Okay, so it's gonna go like this. Ooh. And then this is gonna go under all of it. Yes, it's gonna be so pretty. So to assemble, I highly recommend using a craft mat because this could get sticky. It could. Here's how I have found, I have done this like 5 or 6 times now, and trial and error. The best way to assemble this is this. Okay, I'm going to put some glue about 1/4 of an inch all the way around the hole. Okay, now this is shimmer paper, so it's not going to stick quite as quickly as if it were a piece of cardstock or other designer series paper, so just keep that in mind. And I'm going to make it equidistant. And you can see I didn't quite get it perfectly centered, but actually after I did it, I'm like, I kind of don't mind that a bit. So I made it even all the way around. Okay, give it a good pressing. And I'm going to give this a hot 1.5 seconds because this is glimmer paper and I really want that glue to stick. All right, and I'm looking for my big block here. Just a second. There we go. I'm going to put this right like that for a second. Okay. All right. Now, if you were going to put a ribbon on like I did here, you want to make sure that you put it on this before you glue it down to your card base, but I'm not going to for right now. I don't think this one's going to need it. All right, next, again, now on the back side of this one. Put some glue around the hole. There we go. And, you know, get your hello straightish. Get this straightish. Don't worry if you have some white on the edge showing, if your scrap piece of white is showing. Don't worry about that yet. Don't worry about that yet. Okay, let that sit. just a hot second and a half. I'm gonna go ahead and get my snips ready. So we're just gonna cut that extra white off. That's okay if it's there. Give it a chance to stick, because sometimes glimmer paper doesn't quite stick as fast as regular. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim that off just a little bit. I don't want to get too close and, you know, cut off part of what's showing. There we go. Perfect. Now, as I said, if I was going to put a ribbon here, this is the time to do it, but I'm not going to. Not this time. Not this time. So I hope everyone's doing all right. It's hot. Yeah, that's about the news around here. It's hot. Yeah. Okay. And that plane's coming back. Must be crop dusting. Okay. There we go. Oh, love that bit of a glimmer. Love it. Okay, give it a good pressing. Work that glue in. Okay. Yes, I love it. Yes, I do. Okay, now, as far as embellishments, we have a few options that I think would go well. We have the matte black dots. We have rhinestones, or we have red rhinestones. And I honestly don't know. I think I'm gonna try this one first. Let's see about the rhinestones. Alrighty, I think I want just one, and I want it to be the medium-sized one. And let's put it right here and see what I think about that. Yep, it's just gonna be simple and basic because of the black shimmer paper. It has a lot of shine anyway, so I feel like I don't want to shine it up too much and make it too blingy. All right, so that's my card, ladies and gentlemen. Now I have a bunch of other ones to show you, so I'm going to clear all this off. So again, we're using the layering diorama dies and some products from the annual catalog. Okay, so this is the Pattern Party DSP, which is a host one, and then this black glimmer paper you'll be able to get again in the mini catalog August 3rd. Okay, and I already showed you this one, which is the Pansy Petals, which is on sale. This paper is on sale until August 2nd, and that's polished pink. And that stamp is from the Pansy Patch. Okay, so I decided to just keep it. It's an awesome stamp set, goes with the paper. Comes with lots of cool dies as well. Lots of cool dies that you can make all sorts of paper pansies. And I've just messed around, so I've kept those in there just so I know what I've played with. All right, sorry. Let me show you another example. The Wishing You a Wonderful Birthday. And this is can't talk. This uses the Elegant, forgot the name. Simply Elegant, maybe? Hold on. Yeah, Simply Elegant DSP from the annual catalog. It has copper, silver, and gold foil. So I did it with a gold foil layer and then around the outside as well. And then this is the trim that comes in that suite, the gold trim. And I just wrapped it around 4 times, and then I tied a little knot in the middle because I didn't want to detract from the paper too much because it's just so pretty. And I embossed it in gold on basic white. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so there's another option. Okay, keep going here. Got a bunch more. All right, let's do one more from the Pattern Party. I used the buffalo check. Now, I used my favorite ribbon, the black organdy sparkle ribbon. Where does this shiny red come from? Oh, it's also in the upcoming August through December mini catalog. It was in last year's holiday catalog, and they brought it back. So this is red, and it's pretty. Now, I did use one of the black matte dots, which is in the embellishment section, and I used the ribbon. Okay, so again, the Hello is from the Artistically Inked Hello, so it's the same one I used there. So that is the Pattern Party. One more from the Pattern Party, similar to that one, almost exactly the same, except I used this pattern. Okay, the last one is my favorite, so I saved it for last. Okay, so the Artistically Inked, Expressions in Ink designer series paper is in such high demand. Oh, I'm not sure it's actually currently available, but it is coming back. So don't worry, it will be back. Oh, this shaded spruce piece of paper. So what I did is I used the second to largest one and the third to largest one because the thanks was a little bit bigger than the hello. So I needed a bigger gap in the paper there to fit the thanks. I used one of the rhinestones from the holiday rhinestone pack, which is in the annual catalog. A lot of people overlook this one. So I want to get that page out and show you the holiday rhinestones. I love them. Right here. They say holiday rhinestones, but there's nothing that like says these are holiday. They're just 5 different colors. Cherry Cobbler, Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy, Pumpkin Pie, and Shaded Spruce. So I used one of the shaded spruce ones. I love those. Love those. Now let's say I didn't have that, but I had the regular rhinestones. You could use one of your Stampin' blends and color it. Let's see, do I have a shaded? Yep, right there. They're right there. I could have just colored one of these as well. Okay, put it back. All right, so those are my cards for tonight. Just wanted to show you a different way to use the layering diorama dies, maybe in a way you hadn't thought of using yet. So let me know if you have any questions. I would also love to know which one's your favorite. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't miss out on the Designer Series paper sale. It's through August 2nd, 15% off select papers. Starting August 3rd, our mini catalog goes live along with Celebration. If you have any questions, email me at boxstarstamping.com and I would love to answer your questions. All right, until we talk again, see you later. Bye-bye.